Carrie Underwood with us now. Carrie, years and years ago, we were together when the confetti and the balloons were falling from the ceiling and you had just won American Idol. And we went to a hotel room to interview you with Simon and Ryan and everybody. And you said something that day, and I'm wondering if it's still true. You said, "This will never sink in." Has it sunk in?
I'm like, I was waiting for it. Like, what did I say? um, it hasn't. I feel like I have those moments, to be honest, every single day where I'm just like, how is this my life? And it's always doing things that are, kind of mundane, but I feel like that's a practice that I try to do in my life is just look around me and just be grateful. And every single time I actually open my eyes and take in my surroundings, I just think, how is this my life?
Oh, that's really a sweet, great thing, especially for someone as busy as you. You're a mother, you're a wife, you're also a singer, you're a songwriter, a performer. And I'm just wondering, we always talk about breathing and enjoying and like slowing down, and the pandemic has made us do that. So, with all these adrenaline moments that come up in your life, um, is that kind of your thing? Do you just kind of meditate it away? Do you close your eyes? Do you breathe? Do you jog?
I do think exercise is definitely an important thing for me to relieve stress and get those endorphins and things like that going. But I think just throughout my day, just trying to be conscious of the world around me. It is easy to get kind of caught up in everything, and even though we have been in one place for a really long time, it's still we're still very busy, and I think just trying to be conscious of, yourself and your children, and thinking about the positive things in your life, that is very important. I'm not great at sitting or
Uh-huh.
meditating or yoga or all those things where you do have to kind of be alone with your
Stillness.
thoughts. But
Yeah.
I have my different ways of doing that. I started gardening this year, and I feel like that is something that is so nice to be able to like really get out there and get my hands dirty. And
Yeah.
I'll listen to podcasts or something while I'm out there, and I always feel so refreshed when, even if I just get 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is, just to do a little work in there every day. It makes me feel a lot more grounded.
What are you growing?
Right now, I have okra, but it's starting to be over. I planted
Oh,
my
huh.
spinach and my kale. I do still have some tomatoes here and there. I planted cauliflower and broccoli, and my cauliflower hasn't come up yet. But
Uh-huh.
beets and carrots, and try to do
Oh,
some of those
awesome.
good cooler weather veggies.
You're a creator. And thank you for the gift of my gift. So I know that, you're releasing on the 25th, but also the vinyl edition. I love vinyl. I'm so happy that you did that too.
Yeah, I mean it's always, especially for a project like this, it's nice to be able to do things that are a little bit more traditional, like vinyl. And I know a lot of people have quite the collections now, and there's something just so comforting about hearing a song on a record,
Yeah.
especially if you have like a good like old record player. I don't know,
Uh-huh.
there's just something really special and homey about it, familiar, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you've given us so much, and we want to thank you. You've given us so much during this pandemic. You've given us not only your performances, and you are brilliant on the ACMs, and beautiful as always. And it's just good you make it feel like life. There's some normalcy left because you're out there and you're still doing it, as much as possible. Then you give us my gift, and you know, my pandemic wear is Kalia. So you've
Ah,
given us so much
same.
to get us through.
Well, I mean, and I do feel like, I'm the kind of person. I feel like there's a lot of people that have throughout the pandemic, they want to keep moving forward. They want to keep feeling like they've accomplished things in work or in life or whatever it is. And I'm the kind of person that I'm like, all right, here's the cards that we have to play right now. How do we do things differently, and how do we keep moving forward? And I'm so lucky to just have such an incredible team around me, the people that I work with, but also my family. And everybody's very supportive, and we're just all figuring it out. Because I feel like if we just sat home and thought about how terrible the world is right now, then
Yeah,
it's just kind
exactly.
of a soul crushing thing. So I think we all just
Yeah.
wanted to make something positive about it. And I do feel like the gift that I have been given is just getting to do music, getting to write and perform and sing. And that's really what makes my heart happy, and that's where I feel like I'm at home. So to be able to to take that and do this, for myself, but definitely also for hopefully just to help Christmas be a little brighter, a bright spot in
Yes.
people's
Yeah,
lives, and to
exactly.
maybe provide some of the soundtrack for that.
Yeah, John Legend, Hallelujah. That must have been fun, and I'm sure so beautiful. Also, Little Drummer Boy. I know that's special to you too.
Yes, I definitely have some really great duet partners for this album. John Legend. I've never been able to record anything with him before, and of course during this time we both had to be in our own places. So he did his part in L.A. and
Yeah.
I did my part in Nashville. But I'm excited to at some point get to sing this with him. And he's just so talented, and just hearing his voice on this song, it was just magic. And then of course, like
Yeah.
you said, my son Isaiah, it's very much a proper duet that I get to do with him. And
Yeah.
he sang his little heart out, and
Oh,
just loved every second of it.
that's so special and so sweet. And even that is a part of Christmas, being together with your family. Even though we've had a lot of togetherness, most of us, during the pandemic, it is that time to be
Yes.
grateful for those that we love, and then we know that we can go in our garden and we can pick some kale. We just need a little
That's
me
right.
time. But
Yes.
I do love the whole message that you're sending with my gift. And also, Carrie, I have to say, even with Kalia, and I know that we're here to talk about your music, but the things that you say, like put yourself first and stay the path, sweat it out, those do so much for working moms like myself, for working parents, for us to hear, just like, okay, it's okay. I feel guilty when I do. I feel guilty when I don't. So you have to do it. You just have to have that me time, that time to recharge, so you can be okay and better for everyone around you.
Yes. I mean, I definitely feel like, physical activity is such an important part of mental health. And
Hmm.
I know I feel better and I am better when I get to move my body. Like even my husband sometimes will comment if we've been particularly busy and I haven't gotten to work out. Sometimes he'll just be like, "You need to go to the gym," and he doesn't mean that in any kind of way other than
Right. Yeah,
obviously
like
I'm
this
putting
is your
off some
release.
vibes that could be corrected if I would just do that. And I feel better, and like you said, everybody else around me would benefit from me feeling better. And especially now, when we are, I was talking to somebody recently, one of my friends, and I was like, in humanity, I feel like we're not meant to all be together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's so
This has
true.
never happened. There's
Uh-uh.
always been like, hunter gatherers, and like everybody in the family had their jobs, and even kids, like way back when, they were getting outside and they were like doing stuff outside. Now we're all
Yeah.
inside together all day long. So my husband and I had to say, like, we got to tag team this, and if you need to go do something, like, you just tell me. If you need to step away, you tell me. You go outside, blow off some steam, or go have a chat with a friend on the phone or something. Like let's be open and honest, and tell each other what we need. So it is very important.
Totally.
And it's we are a community of moms supporting each other. And that's one thing I love about Kalia, because we want to tell it like it is, and we want to support each other. And more than anything, we just want everybody to to feel good and do good with
Yeah.
how they feel.
That's what it's all about. Those leopard leggings you wore getting ready for the ACMs, those are next level cute.
They are. There's so many times when I'll just like put something like that on with a t-shirt and some cute booties or something, and somebody's like, "Is that Kalia?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is."
Yeah, represent. Okay, so we do this thing on our morning show, Crazy First Dates. And is this true that you had your first date when you were 16 and you were excited and you went to the living room to watch out the window for him and your dad was cleaning his shotguns? Is that true?
That is true. I wasn't allowed to date till I was 16, and my when I turned 16, my dad was like, "All right, you can date, but he has to come inside and meet me." And I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Okay." Well, of course, it was months before anybody asked me out on a date. So when it
It's
finally
got to be that eye
happened,
contact.
yeah, I was super excited, and I walk into the living room, and Dad is literally cleaning his shotgun, and I was like, "Mom,
Oh my
make
God.
him
Yeah.
stop." He's like, "What? I'm going hunting." And I was like, can you not? Can you not?" So he
Yeah.
did put them away. And it was kind of sad. I feel like after that he didn't want to meet any guys anymore because I
Oh,
feel like it was,
all right.
too much growing up, that I was doing.
Hmm. Yeah.
But, he tried.
Well, I have an 18-year-old boy, so I can tell you that growing up does happen fast. I know you see it before your eyes, but you hug those little ones tight because before you know it, they're going to start talking to you in this deep voice and they have the hair under their arms. And he's like, "Hey, mom,
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna go surfing by myself." I'm like, "What?" Yeah, but what a great adventure you have ahead.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
well, Carrie, again, thank you for my gift. We're so happy to be able to catch up with you and come on the show. And I love you so much. I have to say, you have not changed. And that's just the highest compliment I think I can give you because you're still that girl, even though you've lived so much life and you've been around the world and you're world famous. You're still that girl in your soul. And that's a beautiful thing to
Oh.
see.
Well, thank you very much. It means a lot. My mom would be proud.
All right, Carrie. Well, have a great day. Thanks again for joining
You
us.
too.